Hello, everybody. Welcome back, PieCover. Yes, I had a thread on Noster. Basically, I use Noster. You can see me on under PieCover. So basically, I just had a thread there. I was talking about a Bitcoin, basically how you can use Bitcoin, and the thing about it was like, hey, you have Bitcoin, right? Like, but Bitcoin provides, it gives you the power back to own your own money, so you can hold it, self-custody it with safety and everything. But you still have people taking Bitcoin to a bank or take it to somebody to hold it for them, which defeat the whole purpose of having Bitcoin. You know, a friend, but they're so afraid to self-custody, they don't trust themselves, and they just say, "Hey, I'm not gonna buy the whole, like the bare instrument. I'm just gonna buy an ETF," and they leave it in the bank. Well, that's still stupid. I mean, you're probably gonna have the benefit when Bitcoin gain goes up, but if the bank bankrupts or the bank go under, you lose that Bitcoin. It doesn't matter which ETF. You can't use that certificate somewhere else. You just lose that, right? So this is the whole thing. That's the whole point, and most people don't understand. And that's one thing I was talking about. And you know, something happened on Nostr as well. And, you know, for those of you who don't understand, like, what Nostr is about, it's basically a decentralized protocol where you can build, you know, applications like Twitter or any social application, anything basically, with which is censorship resistant. Because whatever your application you build on Nostr, it's not, you know, attached. Nobody can be. It's not a prison. You can't. It's not a prison because the individual, right? The user is the owner of his own data. It's wherever the user goes, the user go with the data. It's like you build internet, right? The internet users are using the internet. But when you go to use Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, you have to sign up with an identity they provide to you. So when you go use a Nostr application, you sign up with an identity that you provide to them. And you can use that identity everywhere you go. The same identity with any other platforms, right? So that's the thing, right? It's not a prison system. It's a freedom system. You go with your identity everywhere you go. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can jail you. Nobody can censor you, because your data goes with you everywhere you go. And then you hold that data as long as enough people is, you know, willing to host that data for you, or you can host those data yourself on your own relay, which is basically just like a small server. You can hold this data with you. Now, most people don't really, you know, hold, you know, you go on a server themselves. But it will be important in the future that you do, because if you rely on your content to provide you with income, monthly income, then it makes sense to have your own node or your own relay or pay for for a relay system that can host that for you, right? So that's the entire point of, you know, relay, and why it's necessary to, you know, run one or have your own or pay for one. So this is one thing. This is how Bitcoin decentralized money is helping decentralized social network, and why it's important and it was needed. So, and you have a platform like Damus, which is a client, a Nostr. And what pisses me off is when they go build on iOS, the Apple Store, App Store, which is basically telling them, hey, they have to remove something, which is zap. So when somebody posts, there's a way you can zap somebody, which is like a lightning payment. You send some satoshis to the person, like a small fraction of Bitcoin to the person, to say, hey, I like this post. So, and Apple doesn't like that because they don't have a cut in that transaction. So they say, hey, take it down. Well, they wanted to stay there, and they take it down. And this is what pisses me off. It's like, true Bitcoiners never bend the knee. Okay, so you're gonna understand this. Anybody who's bending the knee, they're not a true Bitcoiner. They're probably a fake Bitcoiner. And this is the problem here. It's like, you remove that. Well, the first of all, it shouldn't have the, it should be immutable, but you remove it. Okay, fine. It's the problem with this is that anytime because Damus, basically they rely only on Apple, right? The App Store. They are not a web app. You're not using the web. You just App Store. So what's happening is, well, when you do that, you kind of put yourself in a prison, right? Because you're still a slave. Because what's next? What's the next thing they're gonna do? They'll say, hey, take this down. If you don't do it, okay, we shut down. Right? Do this. If you don't track it, you shut down. Right? So all those things, and those are bad, right? So, anyways, so it just shows you. Like, and I had the other thread, and I was saying, like, hey, those guys complaining about censorship when we already have Nostr, we have Bitcoin. It's like having Bitcoin, and people still take their money to the brick wall, right? When Bitcoin already give you ownership of your money, you can hold it in your head, right, in a piece of paper, on a plate, on a metal plate, but you still take it to the bank because you see brick walls, think it's secure. So this is a problem here. It's like people so comfortable to be in prison, right? They can't imagine being free. So this is the whole problem here. So, anyways, I just wanted to, just spit some truth on that, and I just wanted to just come out here and just talk about it. Anyways, guys, yes, this was PieCover, and yeah, it's an amazing day, an amazing time, and I hope you guys having fun, right? Make sure you're having fun, every day, because in Bitcoin you should be having fun. You should be going out, walking, running, exercising, lifting heavy weight. Even if you can't, make sure you exercise. Make sure you stay healthy. Don't eat bad things, right? To destroy your health, right? Measure your health and your wealth. These are goes hands in hands together. Okay, so you can't leave one and take on the other. So because in order to enjoy your wealth, you need good health. So that's why I talk about health in this channel as well. And so that's basically it. And I hope you guys enjoy. And if you enjoy, you like this type of content, and you enjoy what I do, and you want me to keep going, and you go on the channel, right? When you click on the channel, you will see a lightning. It will send you directly to a lightning invoice where you can stream me some sats. If this makes you, based on what value you find in this podcast, and that will keep me doing this basically maybe more times during the week, right? So, and then I can be more encouraged, and when I feel like more people like my content, and when I feel like more of you guys enjoy it, and I will keep on doing more and more. So anyways, and again, it doesn't have to be crazy amount of sats. It could be 1 sat or 2 sats. That's all that matters. You just give me a signal to tell me, hey, this is, or you did something I like, or so anyway, that's just basically what it is. And again, guys, I'll see you again in the next Toxic Talk. This was PieCover.